Hey everyone, and welcome. Ever wanted to know how to talk about your day in English? Well, you've come to the right place. In this explainer, we're going to build sentences together piece by piece so you can talk about your daily routine super easily.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. First, we'll talk about your day. Then we'll figure out how to make your own sentences. After that, we'll jump into asking questions and even how to get more details. And finally, we'll put it all together. Sound good? Let's get started.
All right, let's jump right in with our first section, talking about your day. This is super important because it's the base for everything else we're going to learn today. How to talk about the things we do every single day. So what we're going to do is learn how to build sentences and ask questions about all the little things you do every day. You know, like waking up or eating breakfast. And don't worry, we're going to use really simple words and super clear examples so you can practice at home, maybe with your family. Okay, so how do we actually say what we do every day? That brings us right to our next part, making your sentences. I want you to think of making a sentence like a super simple recipe. It only has 3 parts. First up, you need the who. That's the person doing something. Second, how often. And third, the action. What is it they're doing? Who, how often, the action. That's it. Easy, right? All right, let's try it out our recipe. So here's our first one. I always eat breakfast. You see it? We've got our who, that's I. How often? Always. And the action, eat breakfast. See how that works? Those 3 little parts make a perfect sentence. Okay, let's try another one. This time we'll use she. The sentence here is, she usually brushes her teeth. Did you hear that little S sound on the end of brushes? That's a really important little trick. Whenever we talk about he or she, we add that little S to the action. And let's do one more, this time with he. He sometimes plays soccer. It's the exact same pattern. We've got our who, which is he, our how often, sometimes, and our action with that little S right on the end, plays. You're totally getting the hang of this. Awesome job! So now that you're a pro at making sentences, let's figure out how to flip them into questions. It's time to get a little curious. Okay, so check this out. You have a sentence. You play in the park. How do we turn that into a question? It's so easy. You just add one little magic word right at the beginning. Do. So it becomes, do you play in the park? Seriously, that's it. Okay, but what about for he or she? Does it work the same way? Well, let's look at this sentence. He watches TV. For this one, our magic word is does. So we say, does he watch TV? Now, did you notice something cool? The S at the end of watches, it kind of disappeared. That's because it hopped over to the beginning to help make the word does. It's like it jumped from the end to the start. You guys are doing an amazing job with this. Now that you know how to ask simple yes or no questions, let's take it one step further. Let's learn how to ask for more information. So, say you want to know more than just yes or no. You want to know what someone is actually doing. You can start your question with this handy phrase, what do you do? For example, you could ask, what do you do in the morning? And look at that. The answer is just one of those simple 3-part sentences we already learned how to make. I go to school. See, it all connects together. All right, but what if you want to know when something happens? Super simple. Just stick the words what time right at the beginning of your question, like this. What time does she go to bed? And, of course, the answer gives us that exact time. So someone might say, she goes to bed at 9 o'clock. Perfect. All right, we've learned all the pieces. Now for the really fun part. Let's put all of our building blocks together and see what a real conversation looks like.
Okay, so let's picture a little conversation. Someone wants to know about their friend's morning, so they use one of our new questions. What time do you wake up?
And would you look at that answer? It uses our 3-part recipe perfectly. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. We've got the who, the how often, and the action. That is a fantastic answer.
Okay, let's try one more example. This time it's one of those simple does questions to ask about a routine. Does he always do his homework?
And the answer is super clear and uses one of our special words, always. Yes, he always does his homework after school. That is just a perfect full sentence.
So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that practice is everything. The more you use these sentences and questions, really, the easier it all gets. Being able to talk about your day is such a great way to communicate in English. So, remember, you can always come back and watch this again anytime you want to practice.
So, I'm gonna leave you with a little challenge. What's one new sentence you can make about your own daily routine? Go on, give it a shot. Thanks so much for joining me today, and have fun building your English skills.